The one thing if I was going to tell him, love is an honorable thing. And it's something that you have got to probably maintain better than an automobile. You know, it's something that every now and then a couple needs to go back to the times when they got together, what brought them together. They need to, you know, if the man, or you know, if he bought her a certain kind of candy bar, he needs to buy her another one every now and then. You know, it's something that needs to be maintained. I think there's a lot of people in the world that's looking for such a thing, and few people find it. And when you got a couple that have found it, they need to cherish it and they need to take care of it. Her name is Ashley, and she looks like a movie star. I want her to know that she couldn't marry a better person. He's one of the best people I know. That's one thing I'd tell Ashley about Jake, is that his whole childhood and everything, it was thought out. Everything that happened in his childhood was thought out. It wasn't something that just was left undone, or you know. He got to do plenty as a kid. I tried to make a baseball player out of him, and he always did like airplanes. I don't know why, but he always wanted to fly an airplane. After he graduated from UT, he took flying lessons, and he contacted the Air Force, and they gave him a chance to go to flight school. He wasn't going to join unless he got that chance. So that's one thing I like about him, is that he won't do anything unless it goes back to the way he sees things through his heart. You know, I never will forget when he graduated. From medical school, he went across that stage and they said, "Dr. Jacob Robbins," and it took me back to when he was a kid. I told him from the time he was a toddler on that I didn't want him working at the aluminum company. I wanted him to break that chain. That chain needed to be broke. Both my grandpas worked there, my daddy worked there. He got forward in the first Wildcat strike, and I ended up working there 37 years, so I didn't want that for him. It's not the thing anymore. Not as smart as he was. I like it because he holds out for what he wants. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. It'd take a pretty good person to. One thing he'd like about her is, like I said, it'd take a pretty good person for him to marry, because he'll hold out for the best there is. 40-year-old, never been married before. I'd say she's pretty special, wouldn't you say? One thing I'd tell Jake and Ashley is to try to spend some time in church. Learn about the Lord. His ways are not our ways, and when we lean upon Him and take His advice for things, He'll put it in your heart. He'll put it in your heart what's right and what's wrong, and just learn to trust the Lord, and learn to listen to that still quiet voice. Learn to listen to it, because you can't go wrong trusting on the Lord. My uncle always told me, when you got a marriage, you got to not think as much as how you do things, because it just ain't you anymore. It's you got somebody else. Now, there's a tendency for a man to not cut the woman in on a lot of stuff, but in marriage you got to. I stand amazed at the